Hey, what's up? Peace and blessings. My name is Jovhannah. I'm also known as the Spiritual Love Healer. I do tarot readings, energy healing, as well as life coaching to help support women on their journey to inner peace, wholeness, and love. So I'm trying out this new platform today. So hopefully everything is working and you can see and hear me just fine. I got a new deck today that I'm super excited about. So I wanted to unbox it live. It's the Afro Goddess Tarot Arcanas deck. And I'm always really excited when I find decks that are created by people of color that feature people of color, because when I first started reading tarot, there was not a lot of variety, and so this representation matters. So having these amazing decks like this, it's really great. So before I get into that, I really want to talk about what tarot is to me, how I started using tarot, and all of that. So a lot of times people um, believe that tarot is something that's evil. I remember when I was younger, I was always fascinated by it, but of course I too felt, it was evil. Tarot is the devil. So I never really started diving into tarot, but it was always very fascinating. And, when we see it in the movies, it was always like surrounding death or something along those lines. So there's always been this mysticism around it that kind of helped a lot of people to elude it, or you felt like, you had to be in some secret society or initiated into this path. And what really brought me to tarot was during like the most difficult part of my life. Like I felt like everything had just fallen apart. I was, coming out of an abusive relationship, dealing with depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder. Life was just not good or easy. And I was looking for answers and I was looking for guidance, some sort of support. And so I got my tarot cards because I felt like it would be a great way to just connect spiritually. Like there was some disconnect happening within. And so for me, using tarot was not only a tool for healing, but it was extremely transformational. It allowed me to reconnect with myself and see things in a different light. So tarot is very near and dear to my heart. And one of the things that I like doing is just letting people know that tarot is not evil. You can love God and still use the tarot. There's nothing demonic about it. It's a very beautiful way to connect with spirit, whatever spirit means to you. So I do use tarot in my coaching sessions with my clients. I also use it as part of my everyday life. I have a lot of decks. I think this is number 145 or 144. I'm not sure. I have to check again, but I'm hoping that I won't need to purchase any new decks for a while. But I do have a wish list that keeps growing because I keep finding more amazing decks. So this deck comes in this lovely, lovely red pouch, which I think is really beautiful. I also received as a gift a pendulum, and when I saw it, it brought tears to my eyes because it's made out of one of my favorite crystals, which is labradorite. So when I first looked at it, it looked like onyx, but then as the light hit it, I started seeing those beautiful flashes of blue fire, which is very common in labradorite crystals. So look at that. And I have my labradorite ball here, and like just to receive something like this, it's really sweet and beautiful, and just confirms so many things for me. Like I said, labradorite is a very personal crystal for me. It's also known as shaman stone. It's really great for healing and transformation. It's a beautiful deck. So this is made by, her name is Drea. She goes by Art Goddess Drea on Instagram. So this is the deck, which is absolutely beautiful. And she has a personal message on the back that says, I wish you the power of the moon of 11 moons and 11 suns. Beautiful, beautiful. One of my goals is to create my own deck, which I will do. There's a beautiful quote printed right on the inside of the box. I love the colors. It's very calming and just muted. So this is the guidebook that comes along with the deck. And again, it's beautiful. For more information, you can visit the AfroGoddessConnection.com. And it just gives some information on the cards. It also contains like a spread. And she just goes in and talks about each of the cards. So one thing that I'm noticing just flipping through this book is that the court card, she has Daughter of Wands, which I love, Son of Wands, Goddess, and then God as the courts, which typically you'll see Page, Knight, King, and Queen. So I like this take on the deck. Okay. So one of the things that I usually do when I get a new deck, oh my God, these are beautiful. Oh my gosh, these are beautiful. Look at the back of these. I love this. Oh my gosh, I love this deck. It's so beautiful. Good quality card stock. All right, so I probably won't go through all of the cards in the deck, but I will tell you that I absolutely love this deck. Wow, it is so beautiful. So here is the Fool card, which is this beautiful woman who is sitting up above a skyline. I love this deck. I love her hair, just everything about it. It's so gorgeous. I wish I had, I don't have another deck around me to show like the contrast between a traditional tarot deck and this one. So I love that this features so many beautiful, oh, look at the High Priestess. What I love about this card, normally in the High Priestess card, there's like a veil, so you can't really see what's happening behind her. I like that this is open because it's showing that your intuition is flowing and you do have access to the divine knowledge that is within. And she's sitting on a pile of books as well. So again, sacred knowledge. Beautiful. Love it. Yeah, this is one of those decks where I feel like I would want to have a second copy. This will probably be a personal deck. I don't know that I would use it for readings, but here's one of the court cards for the wands, which represent the element of fire. Oh, these cards are so beautiful. So part of also why I wanted to do this live is not only because I really, really was excited about this deck, but I just wanted to chit chat, and I thought this would be the perfect time to do so. So I have not been on the scene that often. Look at this Emperor. That is just phenomenal. And I love this Hierophant card. The Hierophant was always one of the most disliked cards for me. I could never really relate to the Hierophant in any deck. This one is beautiful, as well as the one in the Mermaid Tarot. That's one of my favorite Hierophant cards, the one in the Mermaid Tarot. And I love this right here. This beautiful Black woman instilling knowledge and wisdom in these two little babies. Amazing. Yeah, this deck is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. So yeah, this deck is awesome. If you are looking for a deck that is melanated, that features beautiful artwork, then I would definitely recommend this deck to you. I'll put the link in the comments. So another thing that I do usually when I get a deck, I go through each card and I just kind of make note of, what I like about the card. This is the Lover's card. So passionate. I like that. And I'll go through and just look at each card and just kind of connect with the images of it. I also do like sage my cards, or cleanse them in some way. You can use sage, you can use incense smoke, you can do a visualization, you can use salts, crystals, the sun, the moon. There's a lot of different ways that you can cleanse a deck. I typically also I keep my decks stored in their original box, so I also cleanse the box as well. This deck is one of that's very special to me. It's the Celestial Tarot, so it does have its own box, and I keep a couple of crystals in there with it. So, and that's because Savvy kind of destroyed the box that this one came in. I used it so much that the box started breaking down, so I purchased a separate box for that. But this deck is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. I love the art. I love the detail. I love that it features so many beautiful Black people. And this is the Justice card. As a Libra, the Justice card represents my sign in the zodiac. So I always go and like look at the Justice card and just see what it represents, what imagery it portrays. And I think this is really beautiful as well. And I like that she has a tear running down her face. And it's interesting because in here, the scales aren't balanced, but you can see like they're moving. So there's like always this constant balancing act of, clearing out karma, of justice. Is something that's always in motion. It's not static. It is very fluid. I was trying to find some of the more scarier cards in the deck, like Death. And this is absolutely beautiful. You can see like all of the darkness that's kind of creeping in, on this side. I think that's amazing. That's a very beautiful card. And it looks like in her hand she has some seeds. So something is growing. I like this. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to read with the cards. That's going to be beautiful. So I was saying part of why I wanted to come on and do this live is just because so many things have changed in my life. So I've moved and I had to kind of set up shop at home and just get everything situated for myself and my girls, and also preparing for, I dropped some cards. Preparing for Savvy's birthday. She's going to be 4 on Friday. So there's just been like a lot of shifting that has taken place in my life since the beginning of the year. And it's all very beautiful. Some amazing things have been manifesting in my life, and I've been getting a lot more clarity around the work that I do as a spiritual love healer, the women that I want to support, and how I go about doing that. So I wanted to say that I am back and that I am better. I'm in a much better place. Like I said, the last few years have been really challenging. Next month comes up on my 1-year anniversary since I embarked on a journey of self-employment, really being employed full-time in this work, which is amazing. I have a client that I do social media work for, which I absolutely love because it's in the realm of tarot. So I still get to dive into that aspect. I get to play around on social media, which is a lot of fun. And I get to be a stay-at-home mom. Though I work at home, I still get to spend more time with Jovhannah in that way while building my own business. So I am truly grateful and truly blessed. And I know that this is my season to show up. It's my season to serve, and to share the message that I was purposed here to share, which has been really amazing. So one thing is that we all have pains, we all have our struggles, we all have, even though we have overcome them. So one of the things that I will be talking about more is letting go. And I do that a lot in the spiritual love circle where, Fridays we talk about forgiveness and we talk about releasing. So So some of the things that you will be hearing me talk about in addition to that will be like parenting, motherhood, finding inner peace, our mindset, healing on all levels, because holistic healing is totally necessary. And it's funny because one of the cards that I pulled this morning in my morning read was diet and nutrition. And if anybody that knows me knows, like, I am a foodie. And a lot of times we can get so fixated when we hear those words like consuming and diet and nutrition. We get so fixated on like the physical element, on like, okay, well, what am I eating and things like that. But we don't ever apply it to like our minds, the things that we're consuming from TV, from social media, the books that we're reading, the things that we're hearing. So it's important that we are looking at things on a holistic approach. How is this affecting my mind, my body, my soul, my money? Because money is important in such a major way. So we'll be talking about a lot of these things. You'll be seeing more of me live, which is going to be so awesome. And yeah, like, I'm really excited. So if you are wanting to embark upon a journey of transformation for yourself, I invite you to join me in the Spiritual Love Circle. It is a private Facebook group where we get to connect on a more intimate level and start sharing about some of the things that we're experiencing so that we can receive the support and guidance we need to move forward in our lives, to step out of the shadows, to release the pain of our past, and really step forward emboldened as a goddess, as a beautiful being of what we were created here for. So I'm excited. Thank you so much for watching. Please share, comment. I can't wait to do some readings with these cards. I'm going to finish connecting with this deck, and I'm super excited to have such a beautiful, beautiful deck. I absolutely love the back of the deck. Look at that. It's so gorgeous. All right. Peace and blessings. I hope that you have a magical, magical day, and I will chat with you again soon. Bye.